All right, y'all. He wants me to show you what he's got going on here. He's got these swells. They're dug out on contour with the lay of the land. He's got them running plumb down through this little patch of pine trees here. He's got a swell about every, I don't know, 8 or 10 foot or so. Every one of them's laid out on contour. He's digging them out, leveling the bottoms of them. He plans to plant his fruit trees up here in between these swells. We're walking downhill. I don't figure you can tell on the camera, but we're moving downhill. We're headed down here next to the garden where he was yesterday. Gonna show you what he's working on. This is a whole series of swells down through here. He's clearing these pine trees out. He's getting rid of them. Do something with them later. Hey, boy. What are you doing?
Digging the swell
Why?
so that it catches all the rainwater. It doesn't just wash everything away.
You got a flooding problem?
Kinda.
If it rains good enough, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's show y'all what he's up to here. He's got him a good straight ditch for something he just eyeballed, I guess. Show you back that way. He's come pretty good ways. He made it 65 foot or so this morning. He's pushing hard. He's working on it. What kind of fruit trees you want, boy?
All of them.
He's got this dirt here in his little trailer. He's gonna drag it back over there in the corners and fill in under his fence. Take care of any low spots. He's got this fence pretty tight. Pretty tight. He's got this hardware mesh here. He's gonna put it at the bottom of his fence. Keep his rabbits out. Keep chickens in. Gonna string him some barbed wire here above the fence. Keep the deer out. He gets all this fenced in. He plans to put his pigs here. Let them root the ground up real good. Take care of all this grass for him. This spot's been broke up years ago. His grandfather broke it up and planted a patch of turnips here and used it as a little food plot, I guess you'd say. Walk you around here at the other side of the garden. Show you this low spot. He's gonna fill in right here underneath this fence. He got his hardware mesh laid out over here. He's trying to figure out if he's gonna have enough to make it all the way around or if he's gonna have to cut some more. This is about the tightest fence I ever seen. That's pretty good for a 15-year-old boy. He's got him another swell here on the lower side of the garden. He's going, all these swells here, he plans for them to fill in sequence as it rains. As they fill up, the swells, they don't drain water, they hold water, hold it back. And as they fill up, he'll have a spillway, whichever end of the swell he chooses. It'll all spill over into the next swell below it, down lower and lower. And all the swells above this, as they fill, will fill these swells here on each side of the garden, helping to hydrate this place. Keep it good and wet. That way you can grow him some grub. He's got his barbed wire laid out here, ready to go. This boy's on it. This boy works hard every day. All right, now just show y'all this series of swells from the other end. This is looking back where we was earlier, back over toward the garden. All these swells fill up, come down this way. We're gonna overflow them down here. We're gonna cut us a road right through here, smooth it out so we can travel back and forwards. All these swells, when they fill, they drain on this end. It's all gonna drop into one ditch here and drain it down to the edge of the garden here, where all that water will then backfill this swell the boy's digging right here. He's almost down here at the end. When he gets down here at this end, it'll fill up and pour over into a shallow trench that'll allow the water to run back down this way here. When it gets to this corner here, it'll backfill this swell. After that, it'll overflow and run off down through here in the woods someplace where we'll do something else with that water. The intention is to harvest as much water as possible, put it in the places where it needs to be, allow it to back up and fill these swells, forcing it to seep into the ground. Over time, that will charge the ground with water, keeping it moist. Happy plants. All right, y'all. This boy's got his ditch dug. It's got a little curve in it, but that's all right. Curves are organic. This is about 80 foot from one end to the other. He's got all of his holes filled in around the bottoms of his fence. We'll come back later with a A-frame level and level up the bottom of this ditch. That way it'll hold water nice and even. He's ended it here real nice where he can come in and dig his next little trench later. Connect them up, get everything draining and moving right, and holding water back where he wants it. And it's gonna make him a nice little garden area there. 28 by 80. This will be his second garden area that he's got going.
How big was the other one?
Oh, almost 100-foot square, I think. Have to measure it again. That's we dug that when we first got here. That other garden out front. We'll show you all that here in a minute. Let you see kind of what this fence will look like when we're done. We're gonna do a little extra to this fence here. Make it hold pigs maybe. Y'all hold on, we'll show you something else. All right, we're back here up front, out here by the garden. You'll have to excuse the chicken noise, either love it or hate it. But you see here, he's got his barbed wire up here, 8 foot high. Keeps out most deer except the smart ones. Get down here, he's got his hardware mesh pushed up against the fence, holding the rabbits out, keeping the little chickens in. He's got his swells dug around this garden here. We'll show you more of that later if y'all are interested in it. But all in all, this is a pretty good garden here. It grew good this year. All right, this boy's taking him a break for a minute here. We're thinking about moving these pigs soon. We got this cage here set up, hog panels, T-post. T-post drove in the ground just up past the spades. That way they're easy to pull. The ground around here is pretty soft. So we pull these T-posts up and we move this whole pen periodically. Get these pigs some new ground, new hickory nuts, acorns, stuff like that they like. They work up the ground real good, and we're gonna come in behind them, rake it out smooth with some chickens, plant us some fruit trees back here, make us a little food forest. This boy's got big goals. He's been back here in the woods, clearing. He's cutting out small trees, selecting the nicer ones, leaving the oaks, pecans, hickory nuts, anything that'll drop food for a pig, he's left it behind. He's cleared all the trees up about 10 foot high, got the limbs off of them so you can see around real good and watch for predators and all that good stuff. Probably do some deer hunting back here if he wanted to. He plans to come back here and fence this off into paddocks, run his pigs back here, rotate them around, keep them on fresh ground all the time so they'll have hickory nuts and acorns and all that good stuff. He's done a lot of work. He's cleared about probably 2.5, 3 acres back here behind the house, down the hill here. We're up here on a little hill. This is the highest point on the whole property here. He plans to plant fruit trees, nut trees all back through here. He's gonna plant him some grass as forage for these pigs. Gonna add some clover and alfalfa in that mix. Ought to be just a pig paradise back here at some point in the future. Got a nice low spot down in there. I don't know if the camera shows it or not, but plan to build him a levee back there. make him a pond, have a water source. He's got 5 acres here to work with, and he's been all over it. He's affected every corner of it as far as I can tell so far. He's got most of his fence lines cleared. He can walk them, drive a lawnmower all the way around the edge. He's got his hay bales tucked back here in the woods. Come spring, he's gonna spread him some seed out. Use this hay to cover it, keep it from blowing away. We get quite a bit of wind. Here we're on the north side of Lake Ouachita. We get quite a bit of wind. We're back here, we're at the back, right here at the back fence. Show you here where he's cleared this fence line out. He's dragging all these logs out of here, skinning them and turning them into posts. He ain't been down that way very far yet. Figured we'd just walk y'all around, give you an idea where he's at, what he's up to.
Morning from Struggler's Farm. We hope that you have a good day and a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you later.